Hi guys, it's Mrs. Brower and Rogue, and today we're going to show you how to make dice using just a piece of paper. So go get one piece of paper, any paper, it can be from a notebook or anything, and come on back and join us. Think first, who knows what shape dice are? If you said the 3D shape cube, you are correct. And who knows how many faces a cube has and what shape each of those faces is? If you said 6 faces, each one being a square, you are correct. So today we're going to make a cube with 6 square faces using just this piece of paper. So to get started, we need to have squares. All right, so if you take your paper and take one corner and fold it, lining up the side. And if you have scissors at home, you can cut this piece off. If you don't have scissors, then what we're going to do is fold along where our paper overlaps, because we're going to get rid of this piece, and you'll see why in just a moment. So go ahead and fold that piece. It may be easier to fold it the opposite direction. And try and be really careful with your folds, because the more careful you are with your folds, the easier it will be to put your cube together. Push that fold down really good, maybe even both ways a couple of times. And here's where if you have scissors, you can just cut it off. If you don't, we're going to make sure we folded it really well and tear that section off. As carefully as we can. Mine's not perfect, but it'll be close enough. And when you open that up, what shape did we make? A square. Fold your paper in half one way, lining up those edges really carefully and really pushing that fold down. And do that one more time. Lining up the edges really carefully, pushing down that fold really well with your fingernail. Open it up. We don't have squares now, we have rectangles, so we need to go the other way. So last time we folded across, this time we will fold the opposite direction, lining up our folds, and do the same thing. Fold it in half, push down really good, and half again, push down really good. How many squares do you have? We now have 16 squares we can work with. If you have scissors, you can now cut out each of these squares, cut along all the lines you just made. If you do not have scissors at home, just like we did with our other piece, when you fold back and forth a couple of times, it makes it easier to tear. So we'll go ahead and fold a crease back and forth a few times, very carefully holding right by where I'm about to tear. So I move my finger to help me tear it without ripping it where I don't want it to rip. And then same thing with each of our tiny ones, tiny folds within that rectangle. Very carefully tearing. And I need you to tear out 6 squares. Pause the video and come back when you're ready with those. We're going to find the middle without a ruler. We'll do that just by, you guessed it, folding it in half. So really, really careful with these folds. These are really important that you do your very best on them, because it's going to make it so much easier to put your cube together. If you rush now, the later part is going to be really tricky. So once we folded it in half, that middle line gives us where to fold into. So I'm going to take both of my sides and fold them to that middle line. And this side so that the end meets the middle. So now I have a piece of paper, kind of looks like a book. We're going to keep those folded, turn the paper, and fold in half to find the center of the other side. Now when I open it up, I know where to fold to. I can fold this end into the middle. And same thing on the other side, this end into the middle line. Again, being very careful. And these two folds we want to push down really, really good. When you're done, you should have one face of your cube with little tabs that will help us put it together. Go ahead and do that with all 5 other pieces so that we have all 6 faces of our cube ready to go. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. So grab one of your cube faces, and we are going to take another one and slide the edge, or kind of like the feet of our table, underneath the top of the other cube face. Now it gets a little tricky because we have to hold on to so many tiny pieces, but you can do it. Stick with it. Grab another piece, and we are going to slide it in as well. I like to reach inside my cube to hold those 2 pieces that I have together. But I'm going to slide this piece and cover up one flap, one table legs, but slide this one right underneath another face. And then this table, this face, covers the edge of another cube face. We're halfway there. Stick with it. You're going to take another piece. This is where tape might be handy, so feel free to use it if you got it. We're going to take another piece and we're going to cover one flap by sliding this in under our edge of our cube face. Now we have 2 sides left that are still open. We need to find the side that has 2 open flaps and take another cube face and slide in under the top to cover both of those and hold that all in place. And we'll do the same thing on our last side with your last piece. This one's the trickiest, but don't give up. And if your whole cube falls apart, guess what? That happened to me a whole bunch of times. So stick with it and slide both sides in underneath the outer edges so that it holds everything together. Push all of our pieces together and guess what? You made a cube. Okay, grab something to write with and decide what you want to make. So you could make regular dice, you could make number dice, fraction dice, or even decimal dice. And yes, any size will work as long as all the squares are the same size. You did it! Congratulations! Now you can enjoy all the games you want with your very own dice.